last class continuation. All function. Okay, all function. If all the elements are true, all the elements are true, then only all function to return true. If all the elements are true, then only all function to return true. Otherwise, the all function to return false. Take the parameter as a iterable object. Zero means false. Both are same except zero. Except zero, we can take any value. That value treated as a true. If all the elements are true, then only all function to return true. Otherwise, the all function to return false. Zero means false. Except zero, we can take any value. That value treated as a true. X equal to one list object. I am taking a string object. Y equal to one list object 59.34j. Z equal to 802.3. A equal to false 0. B equal to false 0. C equal to 23. Now all of X. X is a which object? String object. Now the string is a one iterable object. String will be treated as a true. Next one, all of Y. Y is a list object. That list object contains some many number of elements. These all elements are true. 5 is a true, 9.3 is a true, and 4j is a true. All the elements are true, then only all function to return true. All of Z. Here one element is 0. 0 means false. All function, all the elements are true, then only to return true. Otherwise to return false. All of A. All of B. All of C. Now C is a which object? Which one? 23. 23 means which object? Integer. Integer is iterable or non-iterable? Non-iterable object. Now we'll get the error message int object is not iterable. All function takes the parameter as only iterable objects. Next one, any function. If any one element is true, if any one element is true, if any one element is true, the any function return true. Return true. Otherwise, the any function to return false. any of iterable object. If any one element is true, the any function to return true. Otherwise, the any function to return false. Any of x, any of y, any of z, any of y, not y, any of a, any of b, okay, at least one element is true, any function to return true.
Sir, in A, small letter A, that should be, sorry, in B. Okay, that's false.
What is your doubt?
A, any of
Yeah.
the elements, right? The true is coming, right?
At least one element is true, any function to return true.
Okay.
Here one element is true, that's why any function to return true.
Okay.
Bytes function to return the bytes object. Bytes object is a immutable object. To return the bytes object, the bytes object is a immutable object. I'm taking as x equal to this is my list object. I'm trying to converting this list object into bytes object. Y equal to bytes of x. Okay, this is a normal data. This data is converting into bytes format like as a ASCII format. Now in the ASCII format, 9 means /t character, /r for 13, /x18 for 24, and /x1f for 31. 1f means this is a hexadecimal conversion. Okay, digits can be categorized into 4. Number systems 4 types: binary, octal, decimal, and hexadecimal. Here 24 means which one? Rx18 means can converting hexadecimal conversion internally. Now 16 ones are 16. 1. Next one, remainder value is remainder value here 8. That's why here we will get 18. 31 means 16 ones are 16. Remainder value is 15. 15 means F 1F. Y of 0 means what is the value? 9. Whenever we are using indexing, now our original data we are fetching. Or for loop we are using, again we will get the original data. but internally bytes object value, this is the bytes format representation. Now I'm trying to updating y of 0 value 9 to 90, then immediately we'll get the error message, bytes object does not support item assignment. Bytes is a immutable object. Okay, we can take any number internally, our numbers can be converting into number system formats. Okay, already we will discussing which one? Number systems, how to converting binary to decimal, decimal to binary, octal to hexadecimal, hexadecimal to octal. Internally, it is converting that number systems. Okay, slash T for that is a tab character. Tab character ASCII value is 9. If you interest, we go for a CHR function and odd function. In the odd function, we are passing this character. Now give the output is 9. Slash T means a tab. Tab character ASCII value is 9. Next one, byte array. The byte array function return the byte array object. Byte array object is a mutable object. Mutable object. Byte array of iterable object. Not only iterable object, we can pass any object. On y equal to byte array of x. Type of y. This is a byte array object. Y of 0 means 9. I am trying to updating y of 0 equal to 90. Now our y value is updated. 90 means capital Z. Uppercase alphabet ASCII values are 65 to 90. 90 is the Z, alphabet Z. Okay, bytes is a immutable, byte array is a mutable. Completed. Next one, odd function. To return the ASCII value of the given character. Odd of character. To return the ASCII value of the given character. out of ASCII value character I am passing, or suppose capital Z I am passing. Now capital Z ASCII value is 90. Out of, for suppose I am passing /t. Previously /t means what is the value of /t? 9. Out of /r 13. Out of I am passing ASCII value is 64. Next function, CHR function. To return the character of the given ASCII value. Now CHR of, now I'm passing one value 9. Now to give the ASCII value I am passing, now it is written the character. Previous one opposite. CHR of I am passing 67 or 64. CHR of 13. Jitin, what is your doubt?
Sir, can you just type dir
DIR
bracket list? So list is an object which contain two things. The whatever starting with underscore, that will treat as a magic.
list is a class. Class contains methods.
Methods. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we are discussing about modules, right?
Yeah.
Built-in modules.
Please understanding class contains methods. Method module contains functions, classes.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay, module contains, it is a combination of classes, functions, attributes, and print statements. But a class internally contains methods only.
Okay.
DIR of what is your doubt?
That one. Yesterday built-in.
Yeah, built-in is a module.
Okay.
Module internally contains functions and classes. This is only one class.
Okay, got it, sir.
Okay, here I'm providing module name. Module is different, class is different. Module contains class. Internally, class contains methods. Whenever we are calling dir of class, only that particular class methods are displayed. Whenever we are calling module name, module contains attributes or properties. Properties may be class name or function name or attribute name. Next one, eval function. To read the multiple values with homogeneous, heterogeneous, to read the multiple values with homogeneous and heterogeneous from the user input. Next one, the eval function. Internally to perform in type conversion. Type conversion. Next one, in eval function, the input values are separated by comma only. For suppose I want to take the three variables at runtime. I want to perform the addition of three variables. For suppose how to treat that logic, int of input, enter x value. Next one, y equal to int of input of, enter y value, z equal to int of input of, enter z value. Now print of a plus b plus c. For suppose I want to adding 10 variables. In that situation, 10 times this statement we can return manually, int of input, int of input, int of input. This is a one problem. Next, another problem. For suppose 3, 2, I want to adding floating point value. In that situation, again, we will get the error message. Because here I am taken as an integer, we cannot converting float value into integer. Okay, in that situation, simply x comma y comma z equal to eval of input of, enter x, y, z values. Next one, print of x plus y plus z. Now 3, 4, 5. The input values are separated by comma in eval function.
Sir,
Tell me.
sir, eval function already completed, no, sir?
At that time only I am discussing what is the purpose of we can take any type of value. Now here I am
Yes, sir.
discussing we can read the multiple values from the user input at a time. Okay.
So for this also you set the example.
Now observing very clearly one more time I am executing. 3. By mistake is separated by space character. Then immediately we'll get the syntax error. Okay, compulsory in the eval function, our input values are separated by comma only. Completed. Next one, enumerate function. The enumerate function to return the enumerate object. The enumerate object contains group of tuples, tuple object. In that tuple object, first element is index value, index. Second element is value. Enumerate of, it takes the parameter as a iterable object. Next one, by default start value is 0. The enumerate function is used to enumerate or print the values from the given iterable object with indexes. Index. Now observing very clearly. Or suppose here I am taking as one iterable object. I want to print these elements with index values. Generally, I am taking as I value 0, while I less than or equal to less than length of x. Next one, print index value I and element I want to printed x of I. Now I value is updated I plus equal to 1. Now first value is index value, second value is a element. Okay, same example. I am trying to implement it by using for loop. For loop, how to write the logic? For I in range of which one? Length of x. Okay, in the range function, we are passing only one value. By default, starting number is 0. Print of I value and x of I value. Same result we are getting. The same logic I am implemented by using enumerate function. Observing very clearly. Now y equal to enumerate of x. Now print of y and the print of type of y. The enumerate function to return the which object? Enumerate object. That internally that object contains group of tuple objects. In that each and every tuple object, first element is representing which value? Index value, and the second element is a value. Now observing very clearly, print of y, we can converting which one? List format or any format, we will get the list format. Or for record in y, print of record. Now this format we are fetching. For suppose each and every record having how many elements? 2 elements. First element is a index value, second element is a element or value. Simply here I am using 2 variables. Okay, first value is representation for first element and a second value is representing second element. First element is a index value, second element is a value. Now print of I comma j Now this format we are getting. We don't confusing, simply we are using a record. Now we'll get the output as a record format. Okay, once we can use the enumerate object, next time we are not generating the elements. That means that elements, that is object is empty. Only one time purpose we are using that enumerate object. Second time I am using, we are not getting any result. Again, we can creating the enumerate object. Enumerate of which one, X. Now we will get this format. Or otherwise, simply we can conversion.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, first of all, I don't know enumerator. What is that, sir? Please tell me again.
Which one?
What is enumerate? I'm not understand.
Enumerate is a one class. It will be written the one enumerate object. For suppose we can passing any iterable object, that enumerate object generated list of tuple object elements. Each and every tuple having first element is a index value
వాడికి ఇవ్వమనండి.
and the second element is a value. Okay, if you don't know enumerate concept, we can implement the previous concept like as a for loop and while loop. Okay, enumerate, first parameter is a iterable object. By default, starting number is 0. Return an enumerate object. Okay, the enumerate object is pairs containing a count from the start, which default to 0 and the value. Okay, which one? Enumerate object is of pairs. Okay, pair containing two values. First value is a index value starting by default to 0, and the second one is a value. If you interest, we can write the example 1 and example 2. This is a while loop example. This is a for loop example. If you don't interested, don't writing this one. Directly we can return third one. Okay, in object-oriented mechanism, we will discussing class, object, everything. This is a procedure-oriented mechanism. Don't think about more oops concepts. Okay, Python is a mixing of procedure-oriented, object-oriented, and modular. In modular programming, we will discussing modules concept very clearly. Okay, observing very clearly here, I am creating a which one? Enumerate object. Internally, one object is created. Okay, this is one enumerate object. That object contains internally in the tuple format. Okay, what is the value? I value 0, index value, and starting value by default. Next one 1, 2.3. Next one 2, 4j. Next one 3, false. Okay, we cannot specify any start value. By default, starting value 0. That's why I'm taking as a starting value 0. Okay. This object address is passing to y. Y is referencing to this particular object. That's why previously print of y Now we are getting the which one? Enumerate object where it is created in the memory location. One object is created internally, that object contains in this format. Okay, if you want to get the one by one record, simply by using for loop, this is a first record, second record, third record. Okay, each and every record contains two elements. One element is a index value, another one is a value. Okay, this is the enumerate object representation. Okay, observing very clearly, for suppose here I am changing the starting value equal to 100. Now the starting value is 100. 100 means 5, 101 means 2.3, and 102 means 4j. We cannot specify any start value. By default, starting number is 0. If you interest, we can specify the starting value. It depends upon your requirement. Next one, power function. To return the power of the given two numbers. The power of x comma y means x2 to the power of y. In Python, power means double star. Or suppose by mistake we are passing three values, that is also valid in Python. In that situation, first two variables we can apply the power operation. After that one we can apply the mod operation with z. Okay, whenever we are passing three parameters, first two parameters we can finding the power operation. That result is applicable with the mod operation, third parameter value z. If you don't know this concept, simply we are using help function, help of that function we are passing. Now it is providing the description. Equivalent to base power exponent with two arguments. For suppose we are passing three arguments, which one? Base value, power operation with the exponent value, mod with the third parameter. Power of 2 comma 3, 2 power 3 8, power of 3 comma 2, 3 power 2 9, power of 3 comma 2 2 I am passing. Now what is the output? 3 power 2 means 9. 9 mod 2 means what is the remainder value? 2 4s are 8, remainder value is 1. Power of 2 comma 3 comma 2 0. Power of 2 comma 3 comma 3. Now what is the output? 8 mod 3 2.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, power XYZ అర్థం కదా ఒకసారి మళ్ళీ చెప్పరా 2 3 power of 2 9 after what is that, sir?
3 power 2 9
Nine.
9 mod 2.
Okay.
This is the third parameter. After performing the two operators, exponent value, that result of mod operation with the z, third parameter.
Okay, sir.
Okay, except these two values. That means for suppose we are passing only one value, we'll get the error message. Now I'm passing four values. In that case also we'll get the error message. It is possible taking only two values or three values. Next one, round function. To return the round figure value of the given number. Round of number, common number of digits. Now example in 2.x. Now observing very clearly round off, I am passing 2.49. Now this value is a below the half of the value. Half of the value means 2.50, but 2.49 is the below the half of the value. Next one round off 2.50. This is the exact half of the value. Round off 2.51. This is the above the half of the value. In 2.x, the round function to give the output as a floating point value. Next one more point. Whenever the value is below the half of the value, then only to give the previous round figure value. Exactly half of the value or above the half of the value to give the upper round figure value. That's why here we will get the output as a which format? Okay, below the half of the value, then only to give the previous round figure value. Exactly half of the value or above the half of the value to give the upper round figure value. But round function in 2.x to give the output as a floating point value. Round off 2.49. Next one round off 2.50. Round off 2.51. Okay, the round function in Python 3.x to give the output as integer value. That is the first difference between 2.x and 3.x. Next one, second difference in 3.x, below the half of the value or exactly half of the value to give the previous round figure value. Only above the half of the value to give the upper round figure value. Now I'm taking as a 2.324. Now round off x. Now what is the output? 2. But my requirement is I want to take the after decimal point 1 digit I want to require. In that situation, second parameter we are passing number of digits we want to require after decimal point. Now we will get the after decimal point we will get the 1 digit. For suppose I want to get the 2 digits. If you want to get the 3 digits, 3 we are passing. Okay, next class we will starting ZIP function. After ZIP function, we will discussing user defined functions.